How about this?
Yes, mom.
Since I'm doing a bad job, just go ahead and go check my Twitter.
What did you tweet? You're so stupid.
What I do?
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my head, my shit. I'm horny as fuck, man. I'm a freak. Go.
Oh my god, you're fucking hilarious.
Make sure I look good. If there's a spot where I don't look good, tell me to make sure I look good.
Oh, you look like a bad bitch, my BBO queen. You don't gotta worry about nothing. Look at these angles. I just said a few minutes ago, it don't matter the angle. You look good from all angles. Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I just gotta get ready.
Stranger shirt on?
Like, leave it to me. Like, you don't gotta wear your shit. Leave it to me.
Aww.
I haven't heard from you in over a year.
You're so dumb. I'm pretty sure we've done 2 videos on my channel already. This video from last year, and then there's 2 on my channel. And we stream all the time.
That sounds like a clone of mine, because I don't remember any of this shit. Yeah, this is literally gonna hit different.
I'm so excited. What the heck?
There's rules.
Okay, go over some ground rules before we start.
Just act the same way how we act off camera. That's it.
Do I ever not do that?
I don't know. I just want to set the rules straight.
Okay, then if we're gonna act the same, then bend over and shake ass.
So last year I didn't have enough space to do that. So if I just got up right now, stood right here, pulled my shit down and started spreading my shit, then what's going to really happen?
I never said pull your shit down. I just said shake ass. Wait, Miles, can we tell the people what you're wearing?
What am I wearing?
That looks like a premium stranger shirt.
Do you got any
That looks like that brand I follow on Instagram, Shop Stranger.
Do you know if they got any more of those brown shirts or?
No, they
What
don't.
do you mean? Like, it's crazy how you can be an owner of a brand and you just say, nah, we don't got none. Like, what you mean?
I heard they're dropping a collection in January.
So you're just so this is the video you select to be like, yeah, I'm gonna drop a bomb on them. I didn't even know that. Yo, like, dude, you're just flexing right now.
I got my little mini nail and my little Mickey nail. So cute. So stinking cute. Oh yeah, so how are we gonna do an intro? This is your video, so I'm gonna try to let you, like, you know, lead a little bit more.
What did I not lead last video? So what you're basically just telling me is you're a submissive little bitch, Miles.
I didn't say that. I'm giving you the chance to lead right now.
We're going to officially be announcing that the start of 2023, the OnlyFans will be started, and there will only be
Whose are we talking about?
What the
Ironic.
What is ironic?
Ironic that I'm the one who's gonna start an OnlyFans, but you're the one who be throwing ass back on camera.
Can a man not have fun and shake ass in his own video without it being OnlyFans like content worthy?
Let's stop these rumors of me. Let's not have me and OF in the same sentence anymore.
Should I just like stand up and start like bouncing up and down to see if my shit clap?
Yeah.
I'm never doing that ever in my life.
Miles, keep up this little camera persona, and I'm finna leak the video you sent me in June.
What camera persona are you talking about?
This fucking... Oh, your OF is coming soon. Shut the
I
fuck
literally
up.
said that in your intro.
I know, and now you're saying it again. Now I'm gonna get comments about it. I don't want people commenting that.
All right, the OF ain't coming. Justine's a bad bitch, she really is good at reviewing music.
Tell them what we're doing. Can you be serious ever?
That's like the most ironic thing I've ever fucking heard ever in my life.
Be serious though. Go look at any of my videos. I'm serious.
Yeah, those videos without me in it. Yeah. Let's have a serious conversation right now. Let's try to keep a straight face the entire time. Today this is a part of the sequel of the albums of the year. and we will be showing multiple different types of albums since we both have extremely good music taste and we review music like that. Everyone go subscribe to Justine Lugo on Instagram, follow her on Twitter, YouTube, and
Fuck is wrong with you?
and make sure to go buy her a coffee.
I don't think you understand like how much I want to punch you in the fucking throat.
Welcome again.
Wait, let's be nice to each other because I don't want your audience to think I'm mean to you or that I'm mean in general because I'm really nice actually.
Yeah. Like last time my mom thought I was being a fucking asshole.
Yeah, you're kind of being it again, so let's be nice. Okay, guys, I'll take over and be dominant. So, we're back again. We did it last year. We're doing it again this year. We are going to be comparing our top 10 albums of the year. Miles has a list. I have a list. We're going to start at 10 and go all the way to number 1. And we are going to just debate why we think these albums deserve their place that we gave them. Guys, Miles texts me every day, hey, with Riz. Good morning with Riz.
So
good night with Riz.
So like I have my phone right here and I see a text message say, Miles, call me quote unquote with Riz. So what is that? And then underneath that it's a picture of Lil Nas X.
Go ahead and show that picture.
So I should just show this. I should just show fucking Lil Nas X and Hey with Riz. I'm your host, Mr. 2K God, and this is my co-host, Justine. See, Justine is an extremely beautiful woman. She has nice hair. She's looking like Ariana Grande. You think I'm just gonna roast your list, or?
I just know there's a few on there you'll definitely disagree with. There are some you will agree with, I think. Miles, I'm opening the notes app right now. It's about to get serious.
This is my biggest year yet in terms of music.
Okay,
Listening wise, this is my best year of all time. I'll start off with my honorable mentions. First is Waves Blood, and In the Darkness, Hearts Aglow, and Black Country New Road, and From Up There. The reason why I have those two here is because I feel like these are like two things that I'm just like, I understand why people like them. I like both of the albums. The problem is I didn't listen to both of them a lot during the year. Waves Blood album literally just came out like a few weeks ago. I didn't sit with these albums and just think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna listen to both of these a lot. I understand like both of them are instrumentally really good. The songwriting is really good. But I feel like for me, these aren't going to be albums that I'll be coming back to a lot. I understand why they're highly praised, but for me, I'm not going to be coming back to them a lot. But I will at least say, hey, they're good albums. If you like songwriting music, go listen. If you like rock, go listen. Or if you just like music in general, go fucking listen. So those are my honorable mentions. I'm gonna just quickly zoom through these because, you know, I want you to get your shine too. 25, Otoboke Beaver, Super Champion. Number 24, Concern, Daria Core 3. I feel like people are gonna like really be shocked at this next one. Number 23, Beat a Boopy. Yeah, Beat a Boopy, Beatopia. Nice pop rock album. 22, Sobs, Air Guitar. Number 20, this person should have Taylor Swift's career, but sadly they don't. They are probably one of the most underrated pop artists out right now, and sadly, that's fine. Because people that listen to music understand her importance. Number 20, Carly Rae Jepsen, The Loneliest Time. The title speaks for itself. I like the album. I'm sometimes a lonely ass nigga. Hey, that's how life be. 19, another thing that people are gonna be shocked about, but I have sung a lot of her songs in my videos. Charlie XCX, Crash. Number 18, Mavi, Laughing So Hard It Hurt. 17, Freddie Gibbs, Soul Sold Separately. Number 16, Conway the Machine, God Don't Make Mistakes. This is gonna be another shocking one. Nice R&B album. This actually is an album from someone that actually was on American Idol, and that is Gabriel's Angels and Queens. This is a part of like a little trilogy that he's doing with his, I think it's his group or something like that, I don't know, but it's a nice little R&B joint. I already know a lot of people probably haven't heard it, but that's fine. 14, this is a legend. This is a legend over in Japan. Say they have a little bit of like an international following here in America, but it obviously isn't extremely big like how they are in Japan. Most sold artist in Japan of all time, and that is Hikaru Utada, Bad Mode. Another nice little R&B album. You got Japanese in there and you got English in there, so it's like the best of both worlds. Take a listen. I gotta take my glasses off for this one. I really do like this album. I really do. I had a lot of songs that I loved off this album. Got songs like Gasoline, songs like Sacrifices. You got Out of Time, Less Than Zero.
Are you serious?
Number 13 is The Weeknd, Dawn FM.
Wow.
I like the album, but there's like 3 or 4 songs I just can't stand. Like, I gave this album a 7.5 just because of those songs alone. Best Friend, I think it's Every Angel Is Terrifying or something like that. The song with Lil Wayne, I cannot stand. There's probably another one in there, but yeah. All the other songs I really love, but those 3-4 songs really fuck it up for me. Damn, your reaction was kind of... Are you shocked?
I mean...
Did you think it was going to be in my top 10? Did you think it was going to be in my top 10?
Yeah.
Number 12. Now, the album is here because when I first listened to it, I was like, wait a second. Like, both of them and The Weeknd made, like, pop-sounding albums. And I was like, wait a second. This sounds better than Dawn FM. Number 12, Beyonce Renaissance. When I first heard that album, like, whoa, like, this is really, really, really good dance pop. Really good pop. This is really good dancehall. They got a little bit of reggaeton in them. That's a good album. Again, obviously not in my top 10 because I didn't sit with it too long, but I feel like, me personally, I feel like it is better than Dawn FM. 11, Jockstrap, I Love You, Jennifer B. And that is my 11 to 27. Now pass it over to my BBO queen, and that is Justine Lugo.
I'm very interested to see what did make the top 10.
Actually, I don't think we'll have any.
I think we have to.
I don't think we have any. You want to bet on it?
Yeah.
Want to bet $20?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I know for a fact you have these too.
Go ahead. What's your 10?
My number 10. I'm scared because I know you're going to disagree with this. I have my reason.
Go ahead and say
I have my reason. No, it's not. Oh, sweetie. He's higher than...
Oh, sweetie!
He's higher than number 10.
Who do you have?
We each have a time to explain our reasonings, correct? Correct.
This isn't the Grammys. You can have as much time as you want.
So my number 10, and I have reasonings, okay? So hear me out before you're just like, Smithereens by Joji. And I have critiques on that album. I don't think it should have honestly probably been a mixtape rather than an album. But the reason why I had to put it on my list is not just solely alone for this song, because I mean, I like the whole project. Do I think it should have been done better and should have been longer to be an album? Yes. This might be biased and I don't even care. I feel like I had to put it on the list just because of the impact that Glimpse of Us had on me. That was my hands down favorite song of this whole last year out of anyone, like out of any other album, anything. Like Glimpse of Us was my fucking favorite thing that I discovered last year. The album, I do have critiques on it, but like Die For You I really like. I mean, I like the whole project, but there was a few standout songs to me that I really, really liked, replayed a lot. But literally for like Glimpse of Us alone, I feel like I had to like put this album on here because of the impact. Again, like I'm gonna say this a lot, but this is albums that I enjoy.
Oh yeah. Let's throw that disclaimer out there right the fuck now.
Yeah, let's put a disclaimer. This is my personal top 10. This is not what I think like the industry standard should be or like whatever. This is like my top 10 that had an impact on. So like obviously there's other albums on here that are better. Well, they're higher anyways, but that are better. This is for me, my personal list. This is not the top albums. This is Justine Lugo, my top 10. So just a disclaimer.
We're not doing this just to appease to other people and appease to their list. If they want to make a list, you can go make your own list. Shit, you can put your own list in the comments, matter of fact. But this is our list. Like, I'm not going to be mad at you for putting Joji. Like, yeah, it was a good album. Like you said, yeah, it could have been a little bit better, but Justine's pick. Who fucking cares? Like, who cares? Like, it's just like my list. Like, Miss Smithereens might have not been on my list, but it's on hers. Who fucking cares? She liked the album, goddammit.
Keep this energy when I say some of my other ones, though.
I don't know if I'll be able to contain myself once that one artist is said. I'm going to contain myself. My number 10, literally re-listened to it today. And I was having a hard time with my number 10. At first, Dawn FM was number 10. Number 10 is, like I said, this is like something that's not mainstream. And that is Domi and JD Beck, Not Tight. It's half instrumental and half, you know, them singing and bringing on rappers like Snoop Dogg, Busta Rhymes, Anderson .Paak. Honestly, from this whole entire list alone, personally, that is probably like my most favorite produced album out of the other 9 in front of this. At the number 10 spot, they're not going any higher than that. My BBL queen. What?
Are you passing it to me for number 9?
Yeah, I'm passing you the baton. What you got?
Felt like this one really deserved it. It's a recent album that dropped.
Don't tell me.
We haven't talked about it at all, actually.
Is it SZA?
I mean,
Are you serious?
yeah. Is that okay?
Don't just adorably just say yeah like that.
I'm like scared. I don't know if you're about to like agree or attack me. Yeah, so I didn't know what your thoughts were on it.
That day where I just roasted Yeet, now I'm just like, you just think I'm gonna just fire at you.
A few nights ago, me and Miles had a conversation. I told him that I was gonna put Yeet on my top 10, and I got like a whole lecture from him. So now I'm like scarred. I have like trauma with like, I don't know if he's gonna like yell at me or if I'm gonna get the Mr. 2K God disapproval stamp.
You giving you that rant shouldn't be the only thing that you should be worrying about.
What?
I can't say. Way worse than this.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, are you surprised? Because I know we hadn't even talked about this.
No, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, the album's been getting a lot of praise. I like the album.
But just because I don't do a video on an artist doesn't mean that I don't enjoy their music. It's just like, you know how it is with your YouTube channel. It's hard to like, I'm trying to keep it very like niche and stuff. And like, I just wasn't sure like how SZA was going to do, because it's not really, I mainly do like rap and metal and, you know, stuff like that. So I just wasn't sure, but I really enjoyed the album actually. Like, I mean, one of my favorite songs is still Good Days, even though that came out a long time. To come back from like the 5 years and to drop something with like over 20 tracks and obviously great production, like her vocals stood out. And then obviously, you know, she had like some fun tracks where she was like rapping and like dissing on the low. I just felt like it was like a good album, like not just for the girls, but for I feel like a lot of people could enjoy it. Just being like a woman or like, you know, a young woman, and like I just feel like there's a lot of like stuff that I could relate and I could connect with her, because I'm like, you know, a younger woman, you know, I'm a younger, well, I mean, she's older than me, but you know, like I just felt like I could have like that personal connection.
When did you start getting into your review bag like this?
What do you mean?
You sounded a little professional right there. Where'd you like learn that?
I feel like especially over the last year, I've gotten a lot better at articulating my thoughts, and instead of just being like, oh, that song was good, that beat was so hard. Like, I mean, I still say shit like that because sometimes like, yeah, that shit was hard, you know, pause, no pause. But
You're a woman.
I can still pause.
No, the fuck you can't.
But I'm trying to get better at articulating my thoughts since I've been doing this longer now. I feel like I've like learned how to express myself better. And I watch other people, like I watch your videos. I watch Sean C, Fantano sometimes. I just hear the way like other people talk about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I thought that too. But he worded it really well, and I didn't know how to word it like that. I don't know. I just feel like I've gotten better with that.
Just want to just point this out that I am Justine's number one influence, so you know I just want to point that out. I gotta hype myself up even if she doesn't say anything.
Wait, Miles, can you put your hearts?
You're doing it the wrong way.
Come on, get it closer.
I'm sure my camera's far away. Justine,
is it the right way?
Yeah.
Can you get a screen grab of that?
How are you getting your fingers like that?
You don't know how to do that?
No.
Damn, when he's not good with his fingers.
Yo, what does that mean, yo? Like, yo, you're like my fan. Yo, your mother's gonna watch this, yo. I'm keeping that in.
I'm just joking.
No, you're fucking not.
On that note, what's your number 9?
Well, my number 9 spot goes to Yaya Kim, aka Yaya. It's not just, oh yeah, it's just 33 tracks and it all goes into one album. All of it is 3 separate genres that she goes into throughout the whole entire album. You start off with the rock, you start off with jazz, you got a little soul in there. And I feel like that aspect right there should really keep someone in, because you're getting different, you're not just getting the whole same thing for 33 tracks. Like Kanye's Donda, for example, like that shit was like an hour and a half. You're getting like the whole same thing. You're just getting hip hop, which is nothing wrong with that. But with this album, you've got literally 3 discs of 3 different genres. And then not only that, I'm a sucker. Just like I said, the last one, like this is kind of jazzy too. I'm a sucker for like something that's slow and jazzy. This has the slow and jazzy vibe all across the album. And not only that, I'm a sucker for women that sing slowly too. She sounds sexy as hell on this album. And it's like, you don't even have to sit through the 2 hours, to be honest with you. Like, there's 3 parts to the album. You can listen to one part one day, listen to the second part another day, listen to the final part another day. Bam, there you go. The album's done. Like, I feel like people shouldn't look at album lengths anymore. If you really want to listen to an album, just sit back and listen to it and enjoy it. And if you don't like it after like 20-30 minutes, then just cut it off. You look so proud of me right now.
Every time you talk about music, you make me interested to like go listen. I mean, you're the reason why I'm gonna listen to that Little Sims album, you know? I take your music opinion seriously, you know?
See, so far, my BBL queen. See, people don't understand us.
Like SZA said, nobody gets me.
Justine, see, this is what you can't do.
But my number 8 is an album called Young Forever by Nessa Barrett. A lot of the stuff she talks about in her album, I relate to. I would have liked to have like an album like that to look up to when I was like a bit younger, because she talks a lot about like eating disorders and, you know, women getting sexualized and you know, men only caring about women for their appearances and like getting a lot of validation on your appearance. Although I don't struggle with some of that stuff as much, like I said, when I listened to this album, I was just like, wow, this is actually a really good message. The songs not only sound good, but they have good messages to like young girls out there, and I think it's really good in today's society for a young girl who, you know, is an influencer who also makes music. I think it's actually a really good thing that she's putting positive messages out there and bringing like awareness to stuff that young girls struggle with, because it's good for young girls to know that other people struggle with this. A lot of young girls can be very impressionable, and then they hear songs like fucking Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion WAP, and then they think like, oh, this is what I should be doing, like fucking putting my pussy in everyone's face. And like, sorry, you can maybe cut that. At this point now, I'm just telling you, girls, I feel like it would have been nice if I was listening to like someone like that and that kind of message when I was younger. So I like what she's doing, and I liked the album a lot.
So you really came prepared tonight. I was I was expecting this, but I wasn't expecting like all these. You just going deep into. Justine, can you stop looking like this? Your number 8 was actually perfect, because this is a great segue. Well, I'm whipping out a YouTube rapper. He didn't really rap in this one. He mainly went for like an experimental pop sound. My number 8 spot is going to be Quadeca. I didn't mean to haunt you. Quadeca has been doing YouTube for a long time. He started off with FIFA. He slowly but surely transitioned into music. He got big off of dissing KSI. Concept of this album probably is the best concept out of all the albums on my list. Album title is pretty much tying in with the music. So he's going to check on his family to make sure they're okay. Like, goes to check on his family. It almost seems like they're still haunted from the fact that he's not on the earth anymore, and that he did something that he ended up doing himself. Really like that album. Number 8, Quadeca.
Number 7, I think it might be on yours, I don't know. It's Denzel, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. He has a lot of good tracks on there. The style that he does reminds me a lot of Kendrick. And at first I wasn't going to put this on my list because some of the issues that were talked about in the album, I didn't felt like personally I related to a lot, like how I was just talking about Nessa and SZA.
This is literally like, I swear, I hate this genre of reggaeton. Not hate, but I feel like it's repetitive. And I feel like if I was Spanish, I feel like I like the genre even more. Someone told me like old school reggaeton was good and that it's like a little iffy now, but this album has like a mixture of everything. Like my number 7 spot is Rosalia Motomami. Another concept album. A lot of women will be able to relate to if they listen to it. The first half of the album is Moto. It is pretty much a woman being strong, not showing their insecurities. They're being extremely strong. And the Mavi part is showing that, hey, like, beautiful women have these bad moments too. They have moments where they get genuine and personal, and they talk about all these things that they might have some vulnerability with. Women that appear beautiful on the outside can have those sensitive days, and those days where they don't feel strong or powerful.
You already know what it is.
Everybody, go ahead and welcome Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Around the Big Steppers.
Is it my favorite Kendrick album? No, it's not. This one had similarities to the Denzel album and why I liked it so much.
Oh, trust me, I'll be able to help you later.
Yeah, no, I know. I assume this is on yours, so I know you're probably gonna go off about it as well, because I know this was like your favorite, or you know, one of your most streamed albums.
Yo, you're leaking.
Oh, sorry. No, I just meant from your Spotify.
Why did you feel so, you felt so guilty right there?
No, I'm not trying to leak your pick. I just remember, like, you posted your Spotify Wrapped, and this had, like, the most streams, I think. I'll let you do, like, all the explanation, because I know you're going to have, like, a lot more to say and a lot more connections, and you obviously spent a lot more time with the album. Kendrick, he came back after, what, 5 years? He's touched on a lot of things, and I just feel like, again, that's another one that will stand the test of time.
It's another album. No one's not gonna know this album. You gotta dig deep into the trenches for this album. This has been probably my favorite Japanese band for probably 7 years, I think. Either 7 or 6 years. And they finally came out with a new album after like 11 years. And usually, you have someone being that gone, and you have to be fucking worried, like, oh, I hope this shit will be fucking good. My number 6 is Imperial Circus, Dead Decadence. Mourning the desire to indulge in death, even eats humiliation and praises life in order to love the life far away. I have a few favorite genres. Obviously, hip hop is up there. Japanese city pop is up there. That album is symphonic death metal album in Japanese, obviously. They had 3 songs that they redid, and it was track 1, track 3, and I think track 8. And over the years, those were always my most favorite songs from them. And the fact that when I listened to them, I'm not gonna lie, I almost cried because of how good they sounded, because they redid every little thing in those songs. I feel like if I'm recommending this, I feel like people should go listen to it. Didn't really listen to those past songs a lot, then they won't really be able to tell the difference. Songs, and when I listen, and I'm like, yo, like, the vocals are like literally different. They added new vocal parts to the shit. They added new drums. They added new guitar solos, guitar keys. That makes me like, yo, they really did that shit. So that's my number 6. Justin, every time I get done, you like have a big smile on your face.
Because I just like hearing you talk about stuff that is important to you.
Oh, you risen me up right now. I'm not gonna lie.
For some reason, I don't know. I thought it was that one group you showed me. My number 5 is Gemini Rights by Steve Lacy. I feel like Steve Lacy had a year, because I just feel like there was so much shit going on with, like, I don't know if you saw. I don't think we actually talked about it, but like, did you see all like the videos of him on tour and like getting mad at his fans and whatever? Oh, he did have like a lot of like TikTok fake fans, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I feel like it was a good album. Obviously, it sucks to say, like, I hate being like, oh my god, I love Bad Habits, because it's so popular now, but I'm like, I fucking liked that song before it blew up, so like, fuck what everyone else like. I haven't always been into Steve Lacy's music. Like, I had only known like a few songs here and there, but I remember the reason why I checked it out is like right when it dropped, someone commented on me, like commented on one of my videos, like, oh, you should check out, like, Steve Lacy just dropped an album or whatever. I actually could relate to it, not in the like that he's.
What? What are you talking about right now? Okay, what the fuck does that have to do with you?
Cut that out, Miles. Cut that out.
Why? Why not? Why did you say that?
It's like he does like neo soul and soul type of music.
Yeah. That's like not a genre that I'm typically super into. Like, what's his name? Like Mac DeMarco or like that kind of style. I'm not super like into that necessarily. I can enjoy it, but this album, I really liked it. I found myself like constantly going back to it.
Number 5, Denzel Curry, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future, and it's like you said, it's.
Run Me by 20.
What did you just say?
I'm not running you your 20.
Even Denzel Curry himself said, like, right when Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers came out, he said, yo, me and him literally said the same shit. With just the year that I've had, but the improving that I'm trying to do as a person, I seen it just in this album as well. The Melt Session number 1. That he felt bad for objectifying women, and he apologized for that right in that song. Many men aren't going to sit up here and apologize and say that they used to objectify women. Men that do that, they will actually say, yo, I used to do that. It was wrong. It was not a good thing to do. I'm better now, and I apologize for that, because women are more than that. Like, people literally be all up in the comments saying some out-of-pocket ass shit.
Like, I don't understand why say out-of-pocket shit when you literally see us having fucking fun. Why the fuck does something have to go immediately some other route?
You know why? And you know it sucks. And I'm directing this towards the men, because mostly men watch my channel, mostly men watch your channel, mostly men are into like the hip hop and rap scene. Just too hypersexual. They see me, they see a woman, they see me interacting with a man, and it's automatically like, oh, are they something? Are they dating? Are they fucking? Are they blah blah blah? And it's just like, actually, I can have relationships with people without it being sexual, and I can like, you know, be taken seriously and not just like looked at as like.
Let her cook. Let her cook. Let her cook.
Duh. No, but seriously, I'm just like, you know, I'm a person too with like thoughts and opinions, and you know, just as, you know, you want to be taken seriously. I mean, obviously you want to have fun, but like, you know, you want people to take your opinions seriously. I do too, you know. And the last thing I would say is like, I can understand women being sexualized when they sexualize themselves, and when they make OnlyFans, and when they post on Instagram with revealing pictures, and like if I were to make like sexual content or whatever, then you're objectifying yourself and you're putting yourself up to be sexualized. But when all I do is make YouTube videos around music and
don't even like show anything.
I know, like this is even like a lot for me. Like normally I just wear a t-shirt or like a hoodie, and all I do is I have a brand, you know, I make clothes. Like if you go on my Instagram, like you're not going to see like ass, you're not going to see titties, you're not going to see like me being sexual. Like I don't put myself up to be sexual. So if I'm not like, you know, encouraging that behavior, that's when it's not okay to like give it to someone. You know what I mean?
And I can't.
End of rant.
And I was like, I feel like when they do that, I feel like they've never had like a woman that they've been like close with. Because I've had many women that I've been like close with, and I've never wanted to do like anything sexual with them. And I might have just lied right there, but I know how to contain myself, and I know how to like.
And it's not even about like, okay, everyone has thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, that's okay. But it's one thing to like, you know,
but it's like I'm not gonna like, yeah, it's like I'm not gonna like project it and like disrespect them, because not like women don't just want to be like, oh yeah, say that shit to me. Like not all women want to just be like sexualized. A lot of them would like to have a fucking conversation, and I'm a nigga that likes to have conversation. So it's like I said, men, get on NoFap, stop watching fucking porn. I'm on day 50 in about 3 hours, so cut that shit out. I don't know, like, you know, I heard this story once, and this woman went to a place to get a drink.
Oh, don't leak that story. Don't leak that story. Cause they'd be like, damn, Justine's out here getting harassed.
But this is risk class.
We're supposed to be we're supposed to be helping the men out to do things to not to do.
So he's gonna tell you a story, and just don't ever do what was done in this story.
Some woman, or the woman that's in the call, went to get a drink, had a conversation with the person. For some reason she's a bad liar, and she just said, yeah, this shit on my shirt's my job. Went to the job. Hours later, buddy clocks out of work and then shows up at her job. My nigga, don't do that. And if he sees this video, you're a fucking freak. Like, he gonna see this video, you're gonna post this on your fucking Instagram. You're a fucking freak. Don't do that, people, please. Just have a conversation with a woman and then take your fucking ass home, bruh. If she ain't showing interest, then okay, there's more fish in the sea. Take your fucking ass home, bruh.
That's stalker level shit, bro. That shit crazy.
Yeah.
And then we wonder why
Real
fucking women sit on Twitter and say, oh yeah, I hate men. Yeah, that's why. Just be yourself and just have a good old conversation. Like, why does it have to be, oh yeah, let my man at Mr. 2K got hit? Why do I gotta hit some shit, bro? Why can't I just sit here and have some fun?
Now I know, and I've been known that, yo, like, women are just more than just their bodies. Like, they have a brain just like me. They have a mouth just like me. They talk just like me. They might not say the same words that come out of my mouth, but they just like me. Like, they want to be respected. They want people to care for them just how I want to be cared for. And he said the same thing in that track. This is his first album where he didn't scream or yell to get across any of his points. He kept a nice chill tone the whole album. He was really calm, and that really shows like, yo, those therapy sessions for him must have really worked. In the old albums, he was always screaming. He was always yelling to get a point across. He's at a new point in life where he actually wants to help himself. He actually wants to improve himself. He wants to actually like leave an impact on life. But watching porn isn't natural. Like, that shit will like literally fuck your brain up. The most strongest men in the world, fucking Terry Crews, that shit fucked him up. So it's like, if one of the most, literally probably one of the most handsome men in the world, muscular dudes, ended up getting addicted to porn, then what the fuck makes you think that you're not gonna get addicted to it? What's your number
four? This is where we're gonna have problems.
All right, yeah, I know what this is gonna. I know. I'm gonna just take off my glasses because I know who it is. I went on a rant about it a few days ago.
Okay.
Justine, what were you doing in the Tonka? What were
Miles,
you?
can you let me say it myself, please? My number 4 is Life by Yeet.
Now why are you laughing?
Because it sounds like a troll, but it's not. It's real. Literally, it could be 7 in the morning. It could be midnight. It could be midday. Like, if I'm in the car, I'm putting that album. Or to the, I just call it like the Cardi style, the Cardi movement, rage, whatever you want to call it. Yeet has been the only artist, I think, who has hopped on this new wave of like making that style, who has actually contributed and stood out and honestly made some better songs than Cardi. Like, example, Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely. I just reviewed them recently. Obviously, they're signed to the Opium label. It's okay. It's good. It's not bad. Like, you can vibe to it, but they're not adding anything to the genre. They're not doing anything that Cardi's not doing. They're not changing anything. And this is a personal opinion, you know. So I think Yeet is the only person that's contributing, adding to that style, and pushing the limits of like stuff where I'm just like, oh shit, like Yeet's Life is one of my favorite albums this year. I clearly love that style. Clearly what I listen to.
So my number 4, I think this should be pretty obvious. Lil Sims, no thank you. It's not better than her last album, but just because I say it's not better than her last album, that doesn't mean this one isn't good. This album is pretty much her showing that where she is now after that album. That's my number 4.
Heroes and Villains, Metro Boomin. Again, rap's my favorite genre. Every single artist that was on that project, I felt like actually added to the project, made it better. No one just like snuck by, my opinion. Or you see a song and it's like featuring whatever 2-3 people and you're like, oh fuck, and then you listen to it and you're like, okay, this there was only one part that was good, like the rest of it's trash. Like, damn, I got excited because I saw all these artists and I thought it was gonna be good and it wasn't. That was not the case with this. It was like, for me, every song, I was like, damn, they came through. They did what they were supposed to do on the album. This was so refreshing to me. I just felt like it got me excited. It like, I know it didn't come out that long ago, but I just feel like, you know, towards the end of the year, you start getting like, damn, it's like, anything else good gonna drop before the year ends? And I just feel like it really like refreshed me and I really, really enjoyed it. So
My number 3 is Jid the Forever Story. Lyric wise, bar wise, it's way, I feel like lyric wise, it's way better than the Denzel album. I feel like lyric wise, it's way better than the Kendrick album. The production is really good. And many of these songs are on my songs of the year. I feel like it has no choice but to be at number 3, but it was at number 2. And then in the middle, I changed it after I started thinking about some things. Yeah, there's no concept, but there is a message, like obviously black culture, him talking about family, his upbringing and stuff like that, and things that he had to go through as a kid and on. Like, he literally used to be like a Division I football player, and he put all that down to do this. Oh, Jitty is my number 3.
number 2. As far as me, it wasn't on yours.
Whoa. What?
Don FM.
Oh, it's here. It's a little bit farther down, but it's here. Oh yeah, wait. I'ma also say, it's actually perfect. Both of us went to the Weeknd Dawn FM concert this year.
Hands down. Hands down, that was my most streamed album this entire year. I really like the incorporation of Jim Carrey on this album. And the Phantom Regret poem at the end of the album. I don't know if you remember this, but I was literally telling you I wanted to get Phantom Regret tattooed on my hand. I haven't because I don't want to like my hands. I'm kind of like nervous, but I like that poem, and not just that poem, but that part was very stand out to me because obviously Jim Carrey narrated the album. I feel like it didn't get enough like love that it deserved, and I really like the message. Get to heaven, you need to be heaven. So like to be happy, you need to be happy. People always like underestimate how powerful their minds are, how powerful like the words you speak are. It's weird because I feel like Dawn FM is actually not really like a fan favorite of like the Weeknd's albums, and it's, I don't know if I would say it's my favorite, but I feel like I enjoyed it a lot more than maybe others did.
I did love this album a lot, and I'm going to obviously get into detail, but we got Rina Sawayama, Hold the Girl. A lot of people were saying like, oh, she was doing too much on this album. She added too much. I feel like in this album, she was more vulnerable. She showed a more vulnerable side to herself. With the first album, there were more pop hits and there were more rock stuff on there that people like obviously wouldn't relate to, but they dance to. And on this one, like right now, I'm having a toss up right now. Like my songs of the year, like my number one song right now is still Vince Staples' When Sparks Fly, but her song Phantom like really sat with me so much because that song is exactly what I had to go through pretty much my whole entire life. Things to like please people, you doing things for the sake of others, and you don't even think of yourself. That song was pretty much a message to her former self, like the ghost of herself, and her saying that, you know, even though the old her was like extremely selfless, is that she still can't do or live life without her old self. And that's exactly what I did the same month that album came out. Like I stopped caring what other people want. I'm not sacrificing for people anymore. Like ever since I've been in my own little space, I've been able to do what I want to do and not be afraid because of some other shit. So that album, her showing that, hey, this is my most vulnerable state, or this is my most vulnerable album. I'm going to talk about how I was vulnerable in these moments. I'm going to talk about how, like, I want to, like, you guys need to hold the girl. Like, I need love too. This is my message to you guys that, you know, I want to be held. That's my number 2.
I'm so proud of you.
Justine, you're really finna make my heart move by you just saying that.
Serious. Funny because, like, I know we're going to post this on YouTube, but, like, just hearing you talk, and I'm sure, you know, hearing me talk, like, I just know you, and I know everything you've gone through, like, the last year, and I know, like, all the obstacles you've had to overcome, and vice versa, you know, like, my situation. Hearing you talk about, like, what this, you know, this, not just this album, but just hearing you talk about, like, how these albums impacted you, and just, like, really being able to see, like you said, like the past few months, like how much more productive you've been since you've been in your new spot, and just everything, like it just makes me happy, you know. And like I feel like I appreciate it. Like I'm sure people watching will, you know, be able to, you know, get the gist of what you're saying, but just like me being so close to you and like really seeing what you're saying and truly how you have been like more productive, and just like, oh, I'm so proud of you, you know, it makes me really happy for you.
I'm pretty sure someone said it in our first video, like where they were like wishing like they had a connection like how we do.
We're so different, but we're the same in a lot of ways, and like our lives are so different, but they're similar in a lot of ways. And it's so funny because like we're so far from each other and we have whole separate lives, but like we still like are so close and make time for like each other. And
I'm just gonna speak facts right here. Let me tell y'all something about real friends real quick, man. Real friends will always make sure they make time for you, and real friends will always be there for you. This motherfucker right here, despite being extremely busy, it's despite being employed, despite having all this other shit on the side, the motherfucker still made time for me. Like, it's not that hard to, just text your friends for just like a short time or call them for a little bit. This motherfucker got 2 fucking jobs and shit like that. If a motherfucker can be in school full time, what the fuck is stopping you, bro? Let's stop the excuses, bro. Let's stop the excuses. Like, it's all fun and games until someone's not on this motherfucker no more, and you be like, oh damn, I should have did this. Nah, do it now. I understand that people go through their little quarrels in life and they have a difficult time, but like life ain't gonna fucking, like, they're not gonna hold that, like life ain't gonna hold that until someone goes. So like, if you're not used to it, then that's understandable, but you not being used to it and then someone leaves, that's gonna really change you as a person. And with how busy you be, like, we be up until the fucking morning, you act like you don't got church and shit or school.
Ganky for life.
Justine, don't ever say that ever again.
It's because you my Twizzy.
Oh, you my treacherous twin?
I was gonna say that next. Shout out my treacherous twin.
Why isn't Honestly Nevermind on this list?
Oh, it's about to be. Yeah. Ready? Oh, Miles, I can't fucking do that. My number 1 is Sing Me a Lullaby, My Sweet Temptation by Suicide Boys. You can tell their growth from this album, and that's been a trend for the last few albums, especially now with them like being sober. You can really see like the impact that's had on their music, especially with this album, and for that reason, I put it for my number 1.
Number 1, I'm not even gonna like prolong it. Kids of Gamar, Miss Brown, the Big Steppers. Favorite song off the album is Savior, because like people really look to celebrities to help them way too much. Just like when like the Black Lives Matter shit was going on and niggas like, oh, where's Kendrick at? Where's Kendrick at? It's like, dude, Kendrick released a whole entire motherfucking album talking about, black culture and politics. Like, what the fuck else do you want this man to goddamn do? How about you get your ass up and how about you go out there and help? This man has already done enough to help. Just because he has this huge status, now you're begging him for help. Same with like just like he said in Savior. Future said buy a money counter, but he's not your savior. LeBron is not your savior. Cole is not your savior. None of these big figures are not your savior, bro. Don't look to these people that you don't even know to save you. And that's what he was saying throughout the whole album. Him being educated and him figuring about certain things in his family. Him showing that he's not a perfect person, that he's cheated on his fucking wife before. In this whole entire album show, hey, I'm a fucking human being. I'm just like anybody motherfucking else. I'm not just this perfect goddamn artist that everyone paints me as. Like, I got issues just like the fucking next person. Kendrick Lamar deserved number 1, bro. Thank you.
Oh, I was leading that into, how do you feel? Are you surprised by my picks? I'm not very surprised by your picks, but not in a negative way. I just know you listen to good music, so.
I like your list.
I was surprised that you didn't have Dawn FM. We're talking about the top 10.
Well, I mean, it was there, and then I was like, nah, it can't be. I really like my list. Like last year, I liked my list last year, but I don't know. Like, I felt like because of like all the music I listened to this year, like this one feels like right.
But yeah, I hope I just continue to branch out of my comfort zone. I did a lot better this year than last year, and I did a lot better last year than the year before. So I hope I continue to branch out, listen to some more stuff, and I want to introduce like some new stuff on my channel, as well as keeping up with the artists that I do now. So that's my goal for 2023, music-wise.
I've obviously been consistent ever since a month and a half ago. I'm gonna try to start interviewing artists. I'm gonna be posting more shit on TikTok just so my shit can get out there more. Post like community tab reviews more next year. A little follow-up saying what I feel about an album after I like release a reaction. And I think that's about it.
Hard out here being a pimp, sorry.
So you're just calling me a bitch.
You're my bottom bitch, though.
What the fuck? Yo, we gotta end this. You're my bottom bitch?
No, that means like you're the one that's been with me the longest. Okay, end the video.
Indubitably.
Okay, bye guys. Make sure to leave a big thumbs up and let us know what your favorite albums of the year were.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Okay, my mouse.
What the fuck?
Can I FaceTime you now and not Discord?
Yeah?